Yeah, but Arsenal's just low standards. It doesn't really count. I'm talking about a big club.
What do you do with people like this? What do you do?
What's going on, people? O'Shea back again, the outlandish one. Where can I start today, man? The Norwich game. Sorry, not the Norwich game. This is how mashed my head is from the events that took place yesterday. I don't even know. But yeah, I'm watching the Brentford highlights now, 3-3. Absolutely just disgraceful. And I was watching the terrace yesterday, and Sonny, I'm calling you out, yeah? Because you, what? Bro, like, don't, you're my boy, but you waffle, bro. Like, you're embarrassing us as fans, bro. This is why people slate Liverpool fans, because of the shit that you came out with yesterday on the terrace, talking about penalties and all of that. Bro, it's fucking Brentford. If we can't win a game against Brentford, away or not, if we can't win a game against fucking Brentford, yeah? Look, there we go, look. If we can't win a blood clot game against Brentford without the referee or without a penalty, so Sonny, we don't stop trying to hold on to desperation because you don't do that with Brentford, fam. Have some fucking composure about yourself. Have some integrity, yeah. Fucking on, man. Have some pride. You're making yourself look like a clown, bro. And I'm calling you out on Fraud Watch. I don't business. I'll call you out on anything, whether we get along or not. And Zayn was right, fam. Like, me and Zayn have gone into it before and had back and forth on the terrace previously, and when he's come onto Fraud Watch. But right now, Zayn is the only one, and Hassan that was on that show that was talking facts. Yeah, like, I mean, the referee had nothing to do with us losing that game. I'm watching the highlights back now. The goal that Salah missed, I mean, every other day of the week he scores it. I look at another goal here, where Wissa scored a goal and Van Dijk could have run back and cleared that from going in. I've seen him do that 1,000 times, and he just missed it. The goal that Jota, well, it was Curtis Jones took the shot, keeper saved it, Jota comes in, keeper saves it again. You know, we had chances upon chances, man. Mane again, non-existent. Andrew Robertson, not his best performance. We can't keep relying on Salah. And it's not because I feel like he's going to leave or anything. It's not that I feel like the rest of the club have declined astronomically to where I feel like it's a problem. The issue is, when you're a club like Liverpool and you expect Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues, you can't expect that when you're relying on one player. It doesn't work. We tried it before, and the furthest it got us was second. And that wasn't even with just one player. That was with Sturridge, Sterling and Gerrard, but we mainly relied on Suarez. Got a second. So yeah, I'm live now. Yeah. So we can't keep relying on these players, man. We can't just keep relying on one player, and it's frustrating to watch, man. I really wanted us to go 3 points clear. Would have 6 points clear, but obviously had City beat us next week, it would have been 3 points clear. Last 2 seasons, when we've won the Premier League, or when we lost the Premier League to City on the last day of the season, but we were first for the majority of the season. There was time. It was like a United away, but we're already X amount of points ahead. If we can afford a loss, like Klopp says, you only have to play these teams twice. Yeah, we only play City twice. As much as it would have been horrible to lose to City at Anfield, had we gone 6 points clear, taking an L against City, it's a game away off City in a season. We'll only have one more game to play them. It wouldn't have been the biggest upset in the world. Now we have to win. Even if we draw, we still stay top, depending on what Chelsea and United do. but we'd still be ahead of City. But I don't want another draw, especially at Anfield, man. Like, we now have to win. We have to beat City. So the game against Brentford wasn't. But I don't want to see all this hype though about Brentford. Yeah, like, well done to them. They won. They turned us over. Sorry, did it? Well, this fucking it feels like a win for me anyway on their behalf. They got a point. Yeah, they played well. They turned up. But it's no different from what Leeds did at the first game of the season. When we beat them 4-3, and how they played. They caused a lot of big teams problems last season. Leeds. So Brentford are probably doing the same. And just like Leeds this season, the next season Brentford will be non-existent. So to me, in a wave of being promoted, and fair play to them, fair play to Brentford. I want to get onto the main talking point though today, which is what has depressed me. It's why I'm just rambling on and can't even talk properly, because the main thing has just depressed me today. Let's watch these highlights, man. Oh, it's just sad. Joshua Usyk. This has upset me, man. This has upset me. Joshua, don't know him personally, but met him a few times. Lovely man. He's a good man. He does a lot for the community. Watford, he mad. Now look, he's come up from a very, very small amateur career, yeah, and he became a heavyweight. Wow, dogs going mad. That's what the noise is, people in the background. Now look, he had a very amateur boxing, a very small amateur boxing career. You look at fighters like I think Usyk had like over 100 amateur fights. Dillian White, extensive amateur fights. Klitschko, again, over 100 amateur fights. Joshua didn't have that many amateur fights. Became an Olympic gold medalist. Very London 2012 did as well. Actually, became an Olympic gold medalist at London 2012. He's learning on the job, and I'm not trying to make excuses for Joshua, but a lot of these fighters, people that don't understand fights or don't watch boxing or didn't grow up around fights, won't really understand how important having an extensive amateur career can be, and how, as great as a fighter may be, you can see the difference when you come up against someone like Usyk, who has got a lot of experience, a lot of amateur fights. Joshua isn't he's not a boxer at trade. You know Joshua's story. He only started boxing when he was 15. And I mean, not like in terms of on an amateur level. I mean, he only went into a boxing gym ever and hit a punching bag when he was 15. Like, he was just on road, getting into fights, knocking people out. His cousin says to him that you're going to end up in jail. Brings him to his boxing gym, and from there he's gone on to achieve what he's achieved. So I think we do need to give Joshua a lot of credit, man. He's young in terms of his boxing experience. You can see it in his face, man. In this fight, you could see in his face he's learning. He's learning, man. And I have full confidence in the rematch he will knock Usyk out. I don't know why Joshua slimmed down. Maybe it will add more strings to his bow. You grow from what doesn't kill you. But I think Joshua needs to go back to that Takam size when he fought Takam. If he went into this Usyk match against the same weight he went in against Takam, I reckon he would have taken his head off. But yeah, man, he got schooled, and yeah, there's not much more I can say. But look, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave the show because I only wanted to come on for a quick thing. Later on, people, we've got a special guest coming on. Check out Mr. Silky Skills on YouTube. Football freestyler. He's worked with all types of people all around the world. Heavily linked with Liverpool legends and stuff like that. So yeah, man, look at Mr. Silky Skills on Instagram. He's going to be our special guest later on. Just wanted to do a quick show. The dogs are getting a bit mad, so I can't really stay on for too long. But yeah, man. Look, AJ will come back. Peace, people.
AJ got put in the body bag.